Andrea, what is a Zen African theme?
A Zen African theme is one of an Oriental feel mixed with that of an African one.
So what sort of elements would one use if you wanted to create a Zen African theme in your own home?
I think it's about objects that you're going to use. Madison's has done this whole room, and what we've done here is we have used bowls, boxed frames, throws. Behind us we've got candlesticks and African men. You can take it as far as candles. It's all your extras that you do and put into a room that counts. In the outside entrance we've got the African wrought iron chandelier with little bits of leather around the lampshades that brings out the African feel. The Chinese warriors that are left guarding the house as you walk in, your Zen feel. When we move inside into the entrance, we've got the sword that's above the front door. That's very feng shui and it reflects power. Also we've got the African baskets on a wall and they complement each other. Your focus wall, as you come through the entrance hall, we've got the Zen plinths. Amplified with the African feel using your terracotta urns, we've used bamboo and porcupine quills. When we go into the TV lounge, we've got Buddha heads which are sitting on top of the Zen TV unit. This TV unit has been manufactured successfully by the Madison's factory, and what we did was when we designed it, we felt that we needed a Zen feel, and I think they've quite successfully done that. Again, we've got the twig urn, bringing in the African. The formal lounge, we have a collection of old original incense burners which we got from the Asian Buddhist temples. Also we've got gold and wooden Buddhas reflecting a lot of the Zen appeal. In the dining room we've got the African tribal gong standing on the Zen stand, and all the objets around the room reflect the African Orient.
How do you choose a theme?
I think it's very much a personalized thing. You've got to realize what category you fall into, what you like, what your personal taste is. We've got 4 personality groups in decorating. It starts off with your romantic, and they work very much with florals and stripes, turned woods and softer shades in tones of color. You get your retro, and that's very much sort of an old look that's been modernized well. Your minimalist, they have a great way of dealing with open spaces. They're like straight lines. And then you get onto your classic look, and that's a lot more softer lines. They like a formal look. Once you've decided what personality you fall into, it's easier to create a theme.
How important is it to have all your rooms themed under one roof?
It is fairly important. Be very careful when in trying to introduce a Georgian feel when you've got an African feel next door. If you can perhaps find a couple of elements to tie the two together, then something like that could be considered. Although a room ends up looking quite simply you got there, a lot of rules and flow rules have been taken into consideration. So if you think you're a little bit out of your depth in that sort of area, we would recommend perhaps consulting an interior designer.